WNYWaterCooler.com.
WNYWaterCooler.com.
Steve is banned. Life is too short, too important to waste time on this filthy human piece of garbage. If Steve's on, I'm leaving. If I ever see him on hold, I'm walking off. Steve, you're done. Lose the number. Clown. Tired of it.
Coast, shut up. Just shut up for a second. Are you all of a sudden...
Can I talk without getting interrupted?
Yeah, but you don't shut up.
Worry about those comments. I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich. Throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time.
Welcome back. WNYWaterCooler.com podcast. We got the boys back. Both Coast and Rec on the line.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, baby. Yo. Huge ass win last week. Josh Allen led that huge ass drive.
Led that drive.
How was
he
funny?
handed the ball off 8 times, 10 plays. He didn't lead anything.
We're not doing this already. But Hauschka, big kick. Huge win to go 2-3. We got a couple AFC games. Our next 4 AFC games. Sorry. We got Houston, Indy, New England, and Chicago. So you got 3 AFC games in a row. You win 2 out of those 3. You're right back. You're right in the middle of everything.
We're not in the middle of anything.
That was the most nervous I've been for a play at the Ralph in years.
Oh my god!
Only the third time ever a walk-off win at the Ralph.
That's huge, man.
I feel like I've been in all of them too.
Huge. That was so huge.
I think my heart rate was 42 on that kick.
Is that high for you?
Nervous.
Is that high? I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not a heart doctor.
I couldn't get on further opposite pages, you guys. I mean, that's
Coast. If that doesn't get you pumped to get back in the hunt, to get to 2-3, come on, bro.
We're in the race.
AFC. Look at
We're
the
2-3,
AFC, man.
bro.
Let's go.
We're 2-3, and we have the worst offense of the past 16 years. What's there to be pumped about? We're 2-3. We're not 4-1. We're 2-3.
Tiebreakers.
It's been 5 games. We're not in the hunt for anything. We're more in the hunt for the first pick than we are for a playoff berth. Get real. This team is horrible.
Giants got the top pick.
We have the worst offense I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot.
I wish.
You did not even watch the Packers game, so
I
have no idea
back to know what happened. I watched it off the back to know what happened. We scored 0 points. We had about 120 yards of offense.
Giants got.
What did I miss, Tim? Huh? What did I miss in that game? 0 points, less than 150 yards in total offense. The Packers aren't even good.
Our offense has not looked good the last 2 weeks, but we're 2-3. We're right in the hunt, bro.
Right in the hunt. Oh my god.
We should have done what the Giants did.
Get out of here.
They get the best. They get best player in the draft, and then the next year they get their quarterback. I mean, that's what we should have done. Waited another year.
The Giants. You're going to use the Giants as an example of what a franchise should do. They drafted a running back with the second pick.
You watching him, dude? He's dominant. He's the best player in the NFL.
They're 1-4.
Yeah, so because their quarterback sucks.
Same deal. Look at Elliott with Dallas. Same deal. They haven't been good since
because their quarterbacks suck. What's the point of reaching for a quarterback like we did, and we're just going to cut him in 2 years? We're just going to EJ Manuel him, and you know it.
Well, that's. I don't know that yet.
What do you think Derek Anderson's on the team for?
We played 5 out of 16 games, bro, and we're 1 game back. We're 1 game back.
Oh, get out of here with this 1 game
Coast
back.
is on pace, guy.
Seriously?
Coast is on pace, guy. We're on pace. We're on pace for 5 touchdowns. Oh.
What?
You're on pace, guy. All you do is talk about on pace.
Our team is terrible. Our offense is terrible. Like, what are you guys talking about? You want to talk about pretending to be in the hunt?
Our team is terrible? Our team is terrible? Do you watch us on defense?
We're not in the hunt, Costanza. We're not in the hunt.
No, you don't talk about being in the hunt. It's like talking about being in the hunt. Everyone's in the hunt. It's weak. If you're not 1-4, you're in the hunt.
It looks like I left a hot dog.
Oh my god, that win was huge, man.
Our defense looks like I left a pack of cooked hot dogs in my backyard. Hornets everywhere.
24 stepped up. Teron Johnson.
Nickel.
Dean Marlowe played his ass off. Friggin',
we cut him the next day.
That Phillips, that 72 guy we got. I mean, dude.
The guy from the Dolphins?
Sean McDermott had that defense ready to play, bro.
Dude, I know you guys weren't at the game because you're not allowed to go or whatever, but that dude from the Dolphins that we signed, he might be my new favorite player. He was going nuts.
Hell yeah.
He was going nuts in the stadium. The whole crowd loved him.
Great. Great showing by our D against one of the 5 worst offenses in the league at home. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I love how we...
Costanza, what do you want? We play in the Northeast.
Run and stop the run.
For once in my entire life, I want to have an offense that's exciting to watch.
Why?
And why?
I'd rather just win.
13, 12 games.
Who cares? You're not even at the game. You could just go to your refrigerator and get some more stuffed peppers.
I would.
Dude.
You do.
Dude, I was excited every time.
No one cares if you're at the game. Give it up with being at the game. Your whole life is centered around people being at the game. No one cares if you're at the game.
If you're bored, you can just change the channel.
You can see less from your seats than
That's
you can
inaccurate. I can see the entire field.
Yeah, you can see the entire field. I'm just saying, you see more on TV than you do being at the game.
Coast, we were grounded.
No, you can't.
We were grounded and pounding Chris Ivory up the middle, baby. I mean, did you want us to drop back Allen against when we were up like 4 points? Come on, dude.
You act like we were up 24.
Coast changed his mind every 5 seconds. He oscillates like an old fan in a windowsill.
I actually love Allen. I think I love Allen. I think he's got.
You just lost all your credibility.
I don't trust the people that we have in that building that their goal is to make Allen good. I think he's going to be benched.
You said Sean McDermott was a top 5 coach coming into this season.
I think we can all agree that McDermott has no idea what to do, how to evaluate, or anything.
I think we can all agree that you don't know how to evaluate or pontificate because you said he was a top 5 coach not even a month and a half ago.
Yeah, then I watched this quarterback circus. I'm telling you.
Did you not watch the quarterback circus last year?
Circus. We trade A.J. McCarron, which is befuddling, and I said that from the get-go. And then we go into the season with Peterman, who I said from the beginning never should have been playing. Guy shouldn't even be on the football team. We spend mini camp and training camp trying to figure out who's going to start the last 2 quarters. This is embarrassing. Allen's been playing from day one.
Yeah, now, Peterman won the job, man. Come on, chill.
And
chill out, bro. We're 2-3. You gotta look at the big picture.
Wait, Tim, what's our record? What's our record? I'm not sure if
2-3. 2-3.
Oh, all right.
Coach just wants he's an entitled millennial. Just hand the job to Allen, regardless of how he looks, how the situation is.
You drafted him 7th overall. McDermott and Dean better hope Allen's the answer, or else they're going to be fired. So
no shit, bro. No shit. We're 2-3.
So
we've played 2 home games. We've played 2 home games. We've played the Chargers, the Vikings, the Packers, the Ravens.
I know who we played.
So you watched some of the games, but if that's your logic, then the coach and the GM would bench the quarterback to give them as much time as possible to say they need more time to develop. They're not going to fire either of these guys after, even if Allen fails. I don't think you realize how much Terry loves these 2 turds.
If Allen sucks, and this team sucks this year, next year, they're gone.
They'll draft another quarterback in the 2nd round.
They're gone.
Yeah, they'll just draft another quarterback next year.
This year, yeah, exactly.
I doubt that.
Who's their backup quarterback next year?
If they sit Allen down,
they're not going to sit. They're not going to sit Allen down. They're not going to sit Allen down. First of all,
I think they will.
I'll bet you money. Allen's benched before the end of the month. It's a guarantee. They know this guy from Carolina. It's another Carolina guy they're bringing in.
He's an old ass bum, bro.
Allen's gonna be benched for him within 2 weeks. I'm telling you, especially if we have another game.
I don't think.
Then the whole organization needs to get revamped.
I agree with Coast.
That's what's gonna happen, man.
I don't think it's gonna happen before the Monday night game, but I think it could happen.
It's not gonna happen, dude.
I think it could.
There's no way they put Derek Anderson in over Josh Allen.
How do you put Nathan Peterman in L.A. or San Diego, wherever the fuck they played last year?
Dude, Derek Anderson's an old ass.
He's 35.
He's good.
He's 35.
He's not good. There's no way they put this guy in. Trust me.
Anderson's gonna be playing.
No way. He's not good, man. He's been around for 12, 14 years. He sucks.
I understand.
I don't know who to trust less, but I'm with Coast, but not before the Monday night game.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me,
dude? Look at this.
I guarantee it.
The only thing that's more befuddling than McBeaner is Coast, and then it's you. You're fourth. No one knows what these guys are gonna do. Everything they do is perplexing.
They're not going to bench Josh Allen for Derek Anderson. I guarantee my life on that.
Your life?
Then let's put real money on it.
I'll let you take that back.
I'll kill him for you if it's a contract.
This week and Allen throws for like 100 yards again. Our offense sucks. Anderson starting in guaranteed.
All he did last game was hand the ball off.
Exactly, because we're lost on offense.
Derek Anderson's not much, but he's not any better. First of all,
you're gonna give Derek. Dude. I just don't see giving Derek Anderson 10 days to learn the whole offense and have third team reps. He's third on the depth chart. I think your time frame
this week.
I think your time frame is
terrible.
a little. Your time frame's a little off.
Even worse.
They're all terrible.
I'm telling you. Oh my God, Anderson's gonna be playing. My prediction right now is he's playing. I would honestly, it's hard to say. Depending if Allen sucks this week, if our offense sucks and Allen throws for 100 yards again, regardless if we win or lose, Anderson's gonna be playing in Indy. I guarantee it.
Okay, that's dumber than anything. That's dumber than anything Tim said. That's dumber than anything.
I'm telling you right now. If Anderson, if we have another game where Allen's dependent on,
let's change the subject.
You're gonna bench him after 2 wins in a row.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
You're going to bench him after 2 wins in a row.
I'm telling you, man. I just have this bad feeling in the pit of my stomach that we brought Anderson in to play.
Maybe you need to take some IBS medication, clear it out, clear out the system, have a couple of IPAs. I think you just have a bug. You might have the flu. If your stomach's bothering you, you might have the flu.
October 10th. We brought Derek Anderson
to mentor Allen. What are you talking about, dude?
We brought Derek Anderson. They brought Derek Anderson in because they think that they have a good enough defense to win games.
He's not good though. They would have traded for a quarterback that was actually good if they wanted to make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, you also wouldn't put in a rookie 5th rounder in the middle of a playoff race.
I didn't say that. I said Anderson's not. He's terrible, dude.
No, I think what they'll do is they'll cut Peterman and they'll put him on the practice squad next week, and they'll give
You mean he's not gonna get claimed off waivers?
I think Tim would get claimed off waivers, or maybe even you before Pizza Boy. But no, we're gonna change the subject in a minute. But the last thing I'll say is we'll cut Peterman. We better cut Peterman on Monday or Tuesday morning whenever they do the signings. Put him on the practice squad because obviously, like you said, no one's gonna sign him. But let's move on. So, is there anything else to take out of this Tennessee game? The defense looked really good. Hughes is our MVP so far, other than maybe Teron Johnson.
No way.
Tim hates Jerry Hughes. The guy's been a menace. I just don't understand. Every podcast, he's like talking. I just don't understand. What do you have against Jerry Hughes?
I don't know. I think he's overrated 100%.
He's not highly rated, but maybe you just hate Gary Hughes, not Jerry Hughes. But I mean, I know you guys weren't at the game, but Hughes was a menace out in the when they pan to the left or right when you can't see the whole field like I can. I mean, the guy is just in the backfield. He's pitching a tent back there, like Tim on the beach.
No, I think the last since the Minnesota game, Letoulier has been our MVP. To be honest with you.
He's done better from what I.
He's been a star out there, but
and Teron Johnson Trey White's playing good ball too.
Oh wow! If that guy's not like third team All Pro by the end of next year, I'll be surprised. But
third team? He used to be first team this year. The guy's a beast. I love Trey White. Guy's an animal.
I'm surprised you're not like, oh, Patrick Mahomes. Bleh.
What?
We wouldn't have White if we took Mahomes.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying Mahomes would be Josh Allen if he was on our team.
All right.
We're just gonna get back on this Josh Allen thing.
Yeah, I don't want to get back into that. We all.
Yo, I'm gonna walk into the bar and grab a beer. Well, the next 20 seconds, FYI. But I'll still be relevant.
All right. Well, I don't know if you ever have been, but
irrelevant.
So is there any? Should we be scared of Houston at all? The Houston Texans. I think that's the name of the franchise. Bill Obrien. Is Bud Adams their owner? I don't even know. Bob McNair.
Should we be scared of Houston?
Bobby McNair.
Yeah. Should we be scared? Should we be scared of any aspect of that franchise?
We're gonna get our asses kicked.
What?
Kidding me? We're getting 10 points.
There's not even a spread, and I don't.
10.
There's not a spread.
There was a spread last time I checked, an hour ago. 2 hours ago, there was a spread. Bills plus 10.
I'll look it up right now, but I don't think that's.
Please.
If that's the line, then I'm gonna put $2,000 on the Bills. Bill O'Brien should not be favored by more than 4.5 points against any team, regardless of any situation at all.
It's just showing how terrible the Bills are.
We're 2-3.
These teams, Houston's 2-3. Houston's 6. They won 6 of their last 21 games.
The only games they've won this year are in overtime.
I know, and we're getting 10. What does that tell you?
I think that Vegas has been taking a bath on the Bills, and they're going to continue to.
We've covered twice.
Yeah, and I guarantee they lost a lot of money in both of those games. Tons of money.
Well, there was no money line in the Vikings game, I don't think. So that probably. But yeah, I don't know.
Actually, maybe. I'm wrong. Vegas won a lot.
What'd you say?
Vegas actually probably won a lot on that.
I said all the money was on Tennessee last week. Yeah. Obviously, that's why the spread grew huge.
All right, so I'm wrong. The exact opposite. So Vegas loves us. That's why they're doing it. They're putting these spreads higher and higher, and people keep betting it. So they're making money off the public. Yeah, the public is losing a lot of money. My bad.
Right. I mean,
they have 4 receivers better than anyone on our team. 3
Who's
receivers better than our 3. My bad. 3.
Who's their tight end? Coach, do you even know?
I don't know who their tight end is. Who's their tight end, Tim?
No idea.
Griffin.
All right.
Isn't it Griffin?
It was Ryan Griffin. Yeah, it was Ryan Griffin last year.
I think he's still. I'm not scared of any aspect of that. Watson's hurt, and he hasn't been good since the ACL tear. Bill O'Brien, we actually might have a head coaching advantage against Bill O'Brien. I mean, Cootie, that guy caught a 1-yard touchdown pass last week. I never even heard of him until 2 weeks ago. I mean, obviously, they have the best receiver probably in the NFL, Nuka, but I mean, other than that, I'm not scared of Lamar Miller.
He didn't even play last week.
No, yeah, Lamar Miller didn't play last week, but he's going to play this week. But the guy on GR said, there's a guy from Texans.com or whatever. He said it's going to be a game-time decision if Deshaun even plays.
Deshaun's playing.
No, on odds maker, it's you can't bet parlays on that game. Who's their backup? Who's their backup? Wheaton.
Yeah, it's Whedon, and
I'd rather have Watson in there. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Well, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard. I mean, last time we went up against Whedon, we lost, but
he owned us.
Yeah, it was a TNF game. I mean, we were up, and then our quarterback got hurt too. But
that was Hoyer. Oh yeah, Hoyer got hurt, right? And then Whedon was the backup.
Yeah, it was at the game. It was in Cleveland.
Yeah, terrible. Where do you guys think Houston ranks in the NFL in yards on offense?
I know they're high because Deshaun's thrown 375 plus the last 3 weeks, and they've won. 2 of the games have been in overtime, and the other one was a loss. So I don't care. But tell us anyway.
How can they not score? They're third in the NFL in yards per game, and they're
my God.
Because they're not a good team.
19th in points. How's that possible?
Because they're not a good team. You love yardage. You love fucking passing yards. Who gives a flying fuck about 400 passing yards if you lose?
Coast, you know Dable's going to be feeding Ivory.
We're averaging 121.8.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Dable's going to be feeding Ivory, bleeding that clock. Houser's going to be in there kicking field goals. It's going to be a 16 to 12 game, bro.
What was the signature play last time we were at Houston? Your boy, Tim.
Yeah, J.J. Watt.
I thought we were going to win that game. I thought we were going to win that game easily, and then fucking EJ just throws the ball across his body across the field. Oh, my God. That was the day that Watt was, crowned.
That was the end of EJ's career.
Yeah, and that was when Watt got crowned, and then he got into a million fucking commercials. I think that play was even featured in commercials.
It probably was. It was a terrible play. Oh, my God. That was awful. Was that his last game? Was that EJ's last game?
As a starter. Well, they started on, week 17.
They benched him.
Whaley started on week 17 the 1 year.
Yeah, instead of us playing Cardale, which was just perplexing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, this we gotta get Jason Kroom the ball. Kari Lee got released.
Thank God.
I wouldn't mind seeing why is Marcus Murphy not active?
He wasn't active. That. Was Kroom even active last week?
Yeah, he had a catch, and he had a catch in the first quarter, and then he didn't do shit the rest of the game.
So there was 9 other completions in that game. I guess I'd only remember 4 or 5 of them. But.
I could probably tell you all 9 right now.
Zay
Some of them were on the last drive.
Woof.
Yeah, Zay had a nice comebacker. Kroom.
No, we're gonna have to put up points this week.
Holmes.
Benjamin better show up.
Andre Holmes blows.
Zay's gonna have to put up more than 20 yards like he did last week, and I have no faith in Andre Holmes. So Ray's gonna have to put up some yards. Who's our fourth? If Holmes, discluding Holmes, who's our fourth receiver?
Discluding him?
If you put Ray as your third.
Discluding?
We have Foster.
Did he even play last week? I did not see him once.
I didn't see him either. I'm assuming. I think he was active.
He was out there for a long play.
Steve was at the game. He would be able to see the sidelines.
Yeah, I didn't see 16. I could definitely see the sidelines.
I'm doing a Bills podcast. My bad. Yeah. You want to get in?
You bumming a smoke? We don't want some bums in Albany with their Giants takes.
Get a prediction. Hold on. We got
Gary from the sidewalk.
Gabby, the bartender at Cafe Hollywood, has a prediction for the Bills and Texans this week. Give us a score, Gabby.
I don't fucking know. 28.
Whoa! Bang 8s on the. Who's winning?
Put that $2,000 down, Steve.
28-8 who? Gabby?
Gabby in Albany, 28-8.
I love how he's always getting booted from the bar whenever we're talking.
He's getting booted? He ain't getting booted. He's been here with me all day.
Who's winning 28-8? Gabby? God damn it!
Bills.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
You can't listen, can you?
No, I can't.
Do you need a hearing aid?
I have to hear my own voice.
That sucks.
Give it back to Tim. We're done with you, Dad.
You got mad at me. You just give it back to Tim.
28-8 Bills. That's my official prediction. I'm going with that.
Well,
what was your prediction last week? I don't remember that disaster of a podcast.
I honestly have no idea. I was fucked up in there, and that's
You've been pretty dialed in for the Bills. So.
I think we both predicted the Bills would cover, but I don't think either of us. What?
Jesus Christ, Tim.
Did we lose him?
Did we lose you? You can only be so lucky.
Coast, I'm here. Coast,
Oh.
Coast.
Whatever. So what's your season record right now, Coast? After Derek Anderson comes in next week, delivers us on Monday night a nice win against Tom to put the.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm talking to Coast right now, bitch. Go hit on Gabby or Abby or Labby, whatever her name is.
I honestly, I mean this. No, I don't really mean it. I won't. I don't ever want to watch a game with Derek Anderson playing. Honestly, I'll be so disgusted. Like Tim said, the whole organization, top down.
Well, you missed 20% of the games so far. So I mean, if you miss the 3 that he starts, that's your average, anyways.
It's fun. I don't see us winning more than 4 or 5 games, man.
Either, regardless of who the quarterback is, this whole season we're going to win maybe 3 more games.
The only hope we have is that Allen progresses and it ends up being good by like the halfway point.
Do you really
That's
think that the Jets and Dolphins are worse than the Titans?
They're all the same.
So you think we're only going to win 2 or 3 more games this year?
Probably 3 more.
Did you watch the Minnesota game?
Yeah, I watched the Minnesota game.
Yeah, Allen looked great. He was throwing back shoulders to Benjamin. He hit Ivory. He was rolling out.
Did Benjamin have any catches that game?
Great.
Yeah, he had a couple. But
the play to Kroom was his only good play.
First of all, Allen needs a...
And that was a play, not an Allen.
Yo, can I talk, Coast?
Yeah, my bad.
Sure.
Allen, he needs to protect himself a lot more. I mean, he's our only hope to be a playoff team this year. First of all,
our best bet.
Second of all,
agree.
Yeah.
Well, second of all.
Wow. I forgot second, but anyways, yeah.
Move on to third.
I'll go to 3. But yeah, dude, Allen. I don't know. I agree with Coast. The next 2 weeks, we're going on the road in domes. You're gonna have to put up points, get ahead of these teams. I mean, if we get down double digits to Houston and they're blitzing Clowney and Watt and whoever their backers, we're fucked. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see the run.
Whitney Merciless, you're scared of?
I don't see the ground and pound working this week. You have to put up some points. But I mean, if Dable can't get something going this week, then he's got to be gone by like at the end of the year. Yeah, I know Coast agrees with me, right?
100%.
I think the blueprint.
I have no confidence in Dable. The lack of creativity on offense. It's like these other teams.
He called the game to win this past week. He wanted to. He had no choice in this past week.
You're taking both sides of arguments. You can't turn coal into gold. I mean, unless you have some really crazy pressure cooker that doesn't exist, you can't turn our receivers and our tight ends and whoever else. Clay's not even practicing. I mean, that's another guy that's useless out there. You can't. How are we going to design an offense with these weapons, quote unquote weapons? But the blueprint is there. Get turnovers, slow the game down, and it's a one-possession game. Why do you think that we're going to get down big? Watson is way worse than Aaron Rodgers, and that game was a game until the fourth quarter.
So, Janice,
13-0, 16-0 at halftime.
Janice, do you think that Dable's going to do the same thing this week, just running the ball on first down every time?
Hopefully not, but I don't see why he would change. We won the game. I mean,
dude, we scored 13 points, and the only reason why we won is because their white wide receiver dropped a wide open, perfect touchdown pass.
So you mean that on the last drive? So you mean on the last drive we would have had to score a touchdown instead of a field goal? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that really was the deciding factor. Stop making shit up. Stop fucking making shit up. You're changing history. We would have. Do you think that our last drive maybe would have been a little different if we needed a touchdown instead of a fucking 46-yard field goal? Do you think maybe? Shope and White? Do you think maybe it would have been a different drive?
Oh, so what you're saying here is that we would have just definitely scored a touchdown in one.
The drive would have been different.
But you were like getting all fired up like we were definitely going to win no matter what.
I'm saying you can't say that the drop touchdown.
It was lucky.
But the entire last drive would have been completely different. What the fuck are you talking about?
100% lucky win. But yeah.
There's no question about
A
it.
lucky win?
Yeah, it was a lucky win.
Tennessee fucking sucks. You weren't at the game, so I mean maybe you didn't notice that they're an average team at best. But that was not a lucky win.
I was flabbergasted the line was doing. I know they're an average team, but these close games is just lucky.
The last drive would have been completely different. You're changing history. You and Jeremy White and Mike Schopp can all fuck off and die. Nothing that you guys say makes any sense. Oh, if it was a touchdown catch, we would have lost.
The guy was wide open in the end zone.
Was it the last play of the game? Was there 0 seconds on the clock and he dropped it?
Oh my god!
Unless it was the last play with 0 seconds left and he dropped it, then that wouldn't have changed. The game would have been completely different.
Yeah, we would have marched right down in our 2-minute drill and our 80 passing yards.
We wouldn't have ran the ball 5 times on that drive or 10 times.
Right, and the drive would have been over sooner because we can't make complete passes.
You guys sound like idiots. Let's do predictions. Costanza, you start first. Predictions.
45-14, Houston.
Well, 45 points?
Yep.
45 points from Deshaun Watson.
They're ready to break out, man.
Costanza lives in a fantasy world.
Janice, you're next.
20-10 Bills. 20-10 Bills.
Our ass is kicked this week.
20-10 Bills.
What's that?
Buffalo 20. Texans 10.
I like it. I'm going to go. I like that. I'm going to go 20-17 Bills in overtime.
That's not even possible. Oh wait, what, 20-17?
Yeah, 20-17 Bills. The Buffalo Bills in overtime.
All right.
I'm taking the 10 point. I don't know why you guys are so bullish on this team, man. Any other year I was at 10, it's like you're taking a
Bill O'Brien? Bill fucking O'Brien?
We're playing Houston Texans. They're a bunch of nobodies.
We're not playing a real franchise. Well, go hump Schopp and Jeremy White on Twitter. I'm sure you'll love to right after this.
Because how can you not admit? Tim agreed with me 100%. You just ignored that. You just totally ignored that fact.
So Tim, you agree?
What? You agreed with me 100%. You just totally ignored it and started attacking me.
Well, Tim's just dumb. Tim already gave 3 predictions and he counters himself in arguments. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
I mean,
Tim, you're an idiot too. Okay?
Coast, I don't know what you want me to say. We pounded Ivory. We pounded Shady. But, yeah, it's a week-to-week league. You're going to have to make adjustments. We got Bill O'Brien down in Reliance Stadium. Let's go get a W. That's all I got to say. I'm out. Peace.
I like it. Peace.
Like Buffalo.
Go fuck yourself.
Shit, I'm all about the Bills like Thurman Thomas. I don't tip, I pay bills. Bitches call me Buffalo.
Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Watch out for a cornhole, bud.
Okay, Lawrence.
This is Nathan for you.
Yo, is there any chance you can pause this? I'm pretty sure Mallory's about to throw up everywhere.
All right.
Hang on. I gotta get her out of the car and or can we call back and continue? I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta get her out of the car. She's about to puke, I think. Hang on. I'll call you back.